Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about the new patch for Total War Warhammer that releases tomorrow alongside the new Wood Elves DLC. There's some very interesting changes in here that I would like to point out, so in this video I will be going over all the highlights. In the background you'll see some random Warhammer gameplay, simply because I didn't have the time to record a fully fleshed out and edited video. That time is being saved for some cool Wood Elves content though, so hopefully you're looking forward to that, but for now let's get into this patch. Please keep in mind that I've put a link to all the patch notes in the comments down below, so you can read them all by yourself as well. So first of all we will see some performance optimizations for maps with lots of trees and vegetation in the outfield. My Warhammer game runs fine to be honest, but I have some pretty good specs, but I do know that some people struggle with their performance, so hopefully this will improve a thing or two for them. Another cool thing on the top of the patch notes is the fact that legendary lords will now speak in the front end when selected while starting a new campaign, which is a great change for some extra immersion I guess. Now let's get into some of the more important stuff though. A couple of changes have been made to the AI as well. The most important one is that the AI is no longer able to enter Force March after raising a settlement. CA is probably changing this to try and fix some annoying AI moves. The AI tends to invade your lands at the moment, raising undefended settlements while constantly running away from your armies. This is a very annoying situation, so hopefully this patch will fix that. Another AI change is that reinforcements in battles will always attack after arriving. You might have noticed a bug or glitch that sometimes the AI just stood idle when reinforcing. They just stood there watching, waiting for the other players to do all the work basically. There are some other general AI bug fixes as well. Another interesting line in the patch notes in my opinion is this: added aftermaths to the statistics tab in the faction summary during campaigns. So it looks like they are improving the statistic page in the campaign. Hopefully we'll get some extra information there to track our campaign progress. Another thing this patch adds is improvements and bug fixes for the latest piece of DLC, the King and the Warlord. I won't go into all of these individual changes, but it looks like most of the bugs and small problems were fixed. A very interesting thing in this patch is the fact that it changes part of the auto-resolve system, which is good as people have been complaining about this for years. The auto-resolver will now protect high quality units more and has a stronger tendency to sacrifice low quality units. Defensive towers are also much more powerful in the auto-resolver, and siege equipment will have an important role here as well now. It's now also easier to wipe out entire units both in manual and auto-resolve battles, as units don't have to suffer as much damage to get wiped out as before this patch. These are some really interesting changes which sound really good to me. Hopefully this will significantly improve the auto-resolve system. Now let's get into the area where the most important changes occurred, and I'm talking about balancing. This patch actually brings a lot of balancing tweaks to the game. The most important one is definitely a change to the unit spawning system. As of now, some lords of magic are able to spawn units onto the battlefield like zombies, manticores, cygors or graveguard. Right now they can be spawned once or twice in a battle and they will last till they die. It looks like CA considered this to be overpowered because we will see a giant nerf to spawning tomorrow. With this patch, all unit spawns are temporary. All summoned units will have a new negative ability called Unbinding, and this inflicts damage over time to represent the instability of the unit. This affects kills with the value of the unit, so this means that summoned units will actively take damage over time, making them much harder to use in the battlefield. You will really have to consider the time you are spawning in the unit right now. Summoning it too early might result in a quick death. It all depends on how much damage the unit actually takes though, but we will have to see that tomorrow. Another balancing change across the board is the fact that melee chariots have been buffed, and hopefully this will make them somewhat useful again. There are more changes to potions with this patch as well. The potion of toughness max health replenishment has been reduced by 50% and heroes are not able to use it anymore. Besides this, flying units are now easier to hit by missile units, and all regiments of renowned missile units have increased accuracy and reload stats. There have also been some changes made to magic abilities and battle mechanics, and some other balancing changes across the board. Each and every race has received some changes, nerfs and buffs. In general, flying units have been made slightly weaker, while some underused and underpowered units have been buffed. In order to read and see all the changes, please check out the patch notes in the comments down below, everything is in there. The most important changes for me are definitely the ones to the auto-resolve system. I still remember Rome 2 and Attila where your elephants will die in every single auto-resolve battle, no matter the odds. Similar things happen in Warhammer, and hopefully these changes will improve that. I'm also looking forward to the slight changes to the AI, but most of all the balancing. It will be interesting to see if and how the meta will change after this patch. This has been all for me. Thank you for watching the video, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.